And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we unlocked a mount, our beautiful little charcoal bow. Charcoal bow. It's hard to say, but I love them. With that, we have our mounts unlocked and the ability to ride mounts, use mounts, and all that mounted goodness. Unfortunately, he seemed a little bit slow, so I did some looking around, and turns out you actually have to level up their move speed. Which, from what I gathered, you have to complete story missions, and then after the story missions, you unlock these other things which increase movement speed, so basically just progressing the game will make your mount faster. Good to know. So, what do we do now? We got our mounts and our glamour unlocked. Honestly, I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I do know what I want to do in general. I mean, I want to obviously level up. We're at almost 29, which means we're so close to level 30 and we can switch classes. So I want to get that done. The easiest way seems to be continuing to do MSQ quests. But there's something that's been on my mind, mainly since I saw that sword last episode. And that is, we already have, if I check my armory, where is it? Battle axe, short bow. I have one of these weapons that's for the White Mage. Yeah, right there, Conjurer. The Weathered Cane. So by equipping this, we can become a White Mage and level that up as we want. Well, I was thinking, why don't we do that with the other class I know I want to play, the Paladin, which also is here in Ul'dah. Just as a nice way to start the episode. See what they're all about and see what abilities they have. So, let's go check them out. Then we'll level up, hopefully reach level 30 today, and become a Black Mage so we can try out other classes. Alright, so they're the Gladiators Guild. Probably right here with their... Yep. Alright, let's see what you're all about. Right there. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild adventure. Here our members train tirelessly with sword and shield so that their names might one day be writ in legend. Okay. Was that a flash of interest in your eyes? Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't interested. If you wish to study swordplay, know that admission to the guilds is free of charge. Okay, cool. Anybody can walk in and become a gladiator, apparently. Yes, let's see what the gladiator is all about. Which, it's funny, you start as a gladiator and then you become a paladin. Two arguably on different spectrums, but... Let me know, do you think they're on completely opposite spectrums, or can you see a world where they're related? I had marked you as a man of action. Since when did you mark me? I am pleased to see that I was not wrong. Now, while you may be familiar with the deadly dance of battle, yeah, you could say that. You are new to us, and must begin at the beginning. Of course, why wouldn't we? If you would take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. Well, considering I've been training as a Black Mage, gonna train as a White Mage, and now I can become a Gladiator, I'm pretty sure I know what rigorous training is. Side missions. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting. I've been in many a battle, trust me, I can take it. And like as not far worse. Though I have died to Ifrit one time, so I'm ready for anything you got. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take to the Blood Sands one day. Ooh, is that the name of the Colosseum? I like that. The Blood Sands. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. My question is it to the death or just for spectacle? Either way, sign me up. Or else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Okay, I should probably burn this place down. There's not an Ul'dah alive who isn't inspired by the rise of self-made man. Are we just going to ignore the fact that you just addressed the syndicate? And there's no truer embodiment of that dream than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. You know, why am I talking to you still? Where's the actual gladiator I should be talking to? Throughout its longest storied history, this skill has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you begin, or belong, adventurer. Think of it, think of your legacy, and your soul stirs. Join us. O ability, will you rise above the masses and ascribe your name and legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? That's gonna be you in a second. Okay, here's my sword. A decision you shan't regret. One moment. Make way for Mechanist Ex Machina, fresh meat coming through. Well, not exactly meaty, more metally and irony, but whatever. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Oh, she'll approve me, because she has to. Alright, let's see what it's really about being a gladiator, not joining a crime syndicate. I heard Lulutsu, that's a name. So you're Mechanist Ex Machina, correct? In the metal? 'Tis a good, strong name, thank you. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guild Master here. Of course, I've been talking to you from the beginning. So you wish to study our arts. No, I want to study your swordplay. I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. I already have 2 other weapons, I'm just looking for another one. Perhaps you think it's easiest to learn. No. I just want to use it. Sword and board. I love it. The sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade, But to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Coliseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who fail to achieve greatness. In every line of work that's true, nothing special about being a gladiator. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Mechanist, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword and, if it be your fate, die by it? I've already died a couple times. Yes, I have the strength to wield a sword. Then welcome, gladiator, to your new home. No, thanks. Take this sword. There are many like it, but this one is yours now, until I trade it up for a better one. Consider it a gift if you like. Now wear it on your hip as I do, and show me you are ready to begin your training. Let's not, and let's instead look at the abilities. Gladiator unlocked. Yep, okay, so now if I, let's see, armory, my sword, yep, and now I'm naked. Let's just, equip what we can. There we go. Probably should put the pants on first, oh well. And there we go. Don't really like the hat, but whatever. Okay, am I supposed to have a shield? Let's see, can't I equip a shield? Okay, so it's not mandatory, but it is optional. Okay, now for the main reason we did this. Actions and traits. Fast Blade. Weapon skill instant. Deliver attack with a potency of 150. Okay, it's an attack. Let's see, Fight or Flight. Increase damage dealt by 25%. Okay, a damage buff. Riot Blade. Deliver attack with a potency of 100. Combo action, Fast Blade. So if you use Fast Blade, then you can use Riot Blade, increasing its damage to 260 instead of 100. Okay. Kind of like how if we switch from fire to ice or ice to fire, we unlock lightning. Interesting. Total Eclipse. Deliver attack with a potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Additional effect increases enmity. Okay, so it's an AoE attack for 100, and this does 150, so hitting 2 is already better than that. But if we hit that into this, that's 360. So I'm guessing you mostly use this for the enmity part, which from what I understand is basically aggro. The more enmity you have, the more likely you are to be targeted, or a higher priority target, whatever it is. Shield Bash. Deliver an attack with a potency of 100. Can stun. If enemies can be stunned, and let's be real, early game, that's going to be helpful, and endgame bosses, it's going to be worthless. Iron Will. Hey, I'm made of iron, and metal, and steel, and other things. Significantly increases enmity generation. Effect ends upon reuse. So you activate it and you instantly get all your enmity? Okay, so it's like taunt. Oh, it sounds like you just leave it on. Shield Lob. Deliver a ranged attack with a potency of 100, increases enmity. Okay, so you get a ranged attack, that also increases... Okay, I'm sensing a pattern here. All my attacks make people hate me. Understood. Rage of Halone. Halane? Whatever. Deliver attack with a potency of 100. Combo from Riot Blade. Okay, our earlier ability. Do 330. Okay, so you could do Fast Blade for 150. Then you can immediately cast... Wait, does it have a cost? I'm not seeing a cost. Anyways, you do that to Riot Blade, increasing it from 100 to 260. And then from there, you can do, instead of another 100, 330. So that's what? 100, 360, and that is like, what? 690? If my math is correct? Interesting. Or you could just do 300 by not doing them in proper order. Ooh, that could be fun. Makes it more active than just stand there and cast Fireball. Maybe I'll go with this over the White Mage. Because I'm sick of magic right now. Yes, I'm actually getting sick of magic. Oh, wait. I was going to say, did we level up? Nope, we're a different class. Sentinel. Reduce damage taken by 30%. Okay, just, get off me. Circle of Scorn. That's the name. Deliver attack with a potency of 140 to all nearby enemies. Does the damage over time. Okay, so whereas this increases enmity, this does more damage, and has a dot effect. And has a pretty long cooldown. Interesting. Okay, roll actions. These are special to this because I think the mages shared similar ones. Rampart. Reduce damage taken by 20%. Another one. Should go in both at the same time as 50%, but something tells me that's not what you're supposed to do. Low Blow. Stun target. I have an attack that does that. Provoke. Gestures threateningly, placing yourself at the top of the target's enmity list while gaining additional enmity. So I guess if a new target pops up, you can instantly provoke them, making sure they attack you. Okay. Interject. Interrupt the use of a target's action. So it's like stun, only without the stun? I can see how that could be useful, and of course it's a 30-second timer, maybe not. Reprisal. Reduce damage dealt by nearby enemies by 10%. So this makes enemies do less damage, in addition to reducing my own damage taken. But I guess this is to help teammates for like AoE attacks, because if a boss is doing like an AoE attack like Ifrit, and I use Reprisal on him, that's going to do 10% less damage. 10% of 1,000 is what, 100, so that would do 900 instead of 1,000, so... But it says all nearby enemies, so maybe you do that if you're tanking, 5 enemies at the same time? Interesting. Arm's Length. Nullifies most knockback and draw-in effects. Additional effect. When you are struck by a physical attack, the striker will also be afflicted with Slow. So, no knockback? And if you do get attacked, you slow them? I'm sure that's useful, I can't see it right now. And lastly, we have Shirk. Divert 20% enemy to target party member. Why would you ever want this? You're the tank, you're not supposed to make them target your team. Okay, and trait. Tank Mastery. Reduce damage taken by 20%. So you just have that. Okay. Furthermore, grants a bonus to maximum HP based upon your Vitality attribute, and a bonus to damage based on your strength. So strength and vitality. Got it. And if I ever get up here, we have what? Enhanced Rampart. Has an additional effect to Rampart that increases HP recovery via healing. Okay, so not only do you take less damage, you heal more. Interesting. And reprisals extended for another 15 seconds. If reprisal was reduces damage taken. Alright. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. At least there are some actual tank abilities here. Okay, now where do character? Here we go. Gear set. We have Conjurer, Thaumaturge. Let's add Gladiator. And now we're back to being a... Actually, I think I got a better weapon since I've updated it. Yep, there we go. And let's make sure... Oh, this is better if I was a Disciple of War. Let me just... Okay, we're good. I'm gonna get my health back. Okay, so yeah, I think after we get hopefully our last level and a half today, or soon I should say, I'm already ways into this, but you know what? I want to see what it's like being a paladin. And I gotta say, I like the abilities. Although I guess technically I am a gladiator, I'd probably unlock like, you know, self-healing and all that when I become a paladin. Because all those were just damage and target me effects, which is probably why it's a gladiator. And once you become a paladin, I'm guessing it's when you unlock, you know, the healing aspect and all that. Okay, with that done, what's next? What's next on the story? The sooner I level up, the sooner we can switch classes and have some fun. Oh, you know what? Dang it. I'm gonna say, you know what? I will. I just cost myself a little bit of money, but let me look into sub-jobs. Make this a job hunt episode. Yeah, I just wasted 160. I don't care. It's my money to spend. Okay, so where am I going? I could just fast travel from here. Let's see. Ethernet. Let's see. Miners Guild for mining. Okay, for collecting metal for crafting, I'm guessing. Weaver's Guild for making cloth. Goldsmith for accessories. Alchemist for potions? Where to go? I mean, Alchemist is for potions, probably don't need that as a mage or a warrior. Maybe miner, just so we can get the materials necessary for craft? You know what? Yeah, let's pop over here, see what this is like real quick. Because if I'm doing metalworking, be it for accessories or, you know, my gladiator class, probably be smart to have metal on hand. Alright, let's see what a subclass is like. A crafting class. Whatever you would call it. And right here. Oh, Meta-Adventurer, you stand within the Miners Guild, a place where seekers of the realm's minerals wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ores, fossils, precious stones, and more. If you're in mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. I mean, I am going to, but is there a cap to how many subclasses you can have? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Okay, we're back. So I did some reading, and no, it is not limited, but not advisable at this point in the game, only because apparently the game gives you pretty good gear, so we won't worry about that for now. I might still do it just because obviously you need a crafting job for materia. But for now, I don't think we have to worry about that. I'll do some more research off camera. Anyways, okay, I already spent some money. Let's spend some more and get back to the story quest. Yes, I just wasted money and cooldowns. I know. I'm a big goof. I'm a fool. We know this. But hey, now we know. And welcome back, Charcoal Bow. Yes, my beautiful Charcoal Bow. This is faster than sprinting and is continuous. I don't have to worry about cooldowns, which makes this part a whole lot faster. How much faster? Probably 10% faster, would be my guess. But cool. So although crafting is not necessary, it is... Well, I mean, it is if you want to do materia, and I'm guessing you want to do materia. So they probably recommend only having one job and leveling up to the point where you can get materia. Like I said, I'll do some research on it. I mean, I could and probably will just unlock all the crafting because why not? I want to enjoy the full MMO experience. I mean, I've been playing this game for a while now, but it's still technically my first, not technically, this is still my first MMO, so literally every aspect about it I have never touched on before. Sorry about that. So I want to experience it all. From dungeon and farming to gathering materials and crafting to side quests upon side quests upon side quests. Alright, we're back. On to our next story quest. We'll probably do one real quick and call it there because, well, I wanted to look into I wanted to do subclasses today. And, you know, just jobs and all that in general. And I did the Gladiator one. And I was hoping to do a crafting one, but from the sound of it, I gotta do some research before I decide on that. So we'll do one real quick and finish up. A little bit of a shorter episode, but that's what I had in mind. Alright, give me a level, get me to 29, get me to 30. I want to be done. And try something new, rather. Now, having set aside the formalities, oh yeah, we got interrupted with what we were doing because we joined a company, the Immortal Flames. I have a favor to ask of you. When do you not? Arranger, whatever your name is, have the documents arrived from the students of Bald? Aye, my lady, they arrived but recently. Of course, I've only been off doing other things. Of course they arrived just now. We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Let me guess, they want us to do some more fighting for them. Papalmio Yida. What are these names? A synopsis, if you would. Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the 12 Woods. Yes, I know. Oh, how to describe them. They look like Gisselgreens, floating ones that worship the primal Ramu. Okay, that's right, you and I have the same stuff. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication. You can just say they can be friendly, offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals. While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as they can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by a primal has passed. Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about. If you ask me, they should be worried about producing soldiers. In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda. It sounds like a handful with everything. They don't fight. Who, I need hardly remind you, is amongst the most savage and terrible of all known primals. Well, I wanted it. In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in a diplomatic manner as possible. Okay, so that means I leave my sword, my staff, and my magic at home, right? Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure ways to communicate our intentions is the echo, the unique ability I possess. Winning the Sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? Isn't my whole job stopping primals? Why wouldn't I? I am grateful. Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. I'm surprised they're not chasing the babes in the woods. The Those two, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is it not so, Minfilia? Okay, so I have new guides. Indeed. Are you willing? Yeah, leave it to me. Sure. We'll go with that. Okay, so we're back off to the woods, which I don't like. But whatever. Whatever. Okay, where's this? Let's see. Wasting more money. Let's go. Alright, off to the woods. The woods I despise. I literally cannot describe it any better. Well, I don't despise the woods, it's the people in charge. Let me clarify that. Oh, it's snowing. How lovely. And our mission is over here. We gotta sprint because it's too crowded for my chocobo. Poor little charcoal. I've got you, and I've barely used you so far. I'm gonna spend an hour just riding around on you. That might sound wrong, but whatever. We know far too little of the sylph to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Sans once more if we are to beg pardons to the terrible habit of mine to think out loud, but tell me, what brings you to Adder's Nest? I'll tell you what I'm here for. Next episode! Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting it a little bit short, but that's because, like I said, I wanted to mostly focus on sub-jobs, other jobs, and turns out I have some research to do on crafting jobs. But hey, we learned about being a gladiator, a lot of focus on me and only me, and a combo attack, which is, well, probably going to be more entertaining to do than cast Fireball over and over again. But yeah, next episode, let's hopefully blast through some MSQ quests, level up to 30, complete our quest, become a Black Mage, and then start another job. And crafting jobs, and all that goodness. See, I wanted to set up for that today. That didn't happen. Oh well. Now we know for next time. Speaking of next time, bye-bye. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed playing. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.